Pisces, and welcome to your reading for February the 5th through February the 11th. I'm filming from my friend's apartment, so I've got to kind of make this as quick as possible. I don't want these readings to be out late. So this is for your sun, moon and rising. Please, if you know your moon and rising, all the links to the other videos will be below in the show more section. Also, thank you for all the likes and the comments and the shares and the subscriptions. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And I'm so grateful to you all. Thank you. What else? I think that's it. Let's go to your cards. Oh, this is a general reading, of course. Guys, it's a general reading. If you really have a personal dilemma and you are confused about which direction to go, please contact me for a private reading. And that info, you can go to my website, which is, the information will be below, or you can email me. So let's go to your first card. So the first card we have for you is the Strength card. I always say this is about being in the moment, but I also think that this is, when I pulled this card for you and with the other two cards, I'm feeling that this is a dilemma that you have. There's something going on with you, Pisces, where you're not sure how to handle it, but this is saying handle it without listen, violence is a very heavy word, but it's really, this is about commanding respect. It's not demanding, it's commanding. So this is what I always think. Well, I always laugh. I always think this is like my mum, because my mum would just have to give me one look and I knew I would come together, right? So this is really about connecting with spirit, with your God. This is about really connecting, getting the strength. Inner strength is what I'm getting from you guys. This is inner strength, right? Clarifying this is that you've got the Six of Air, which is you can't continue on the path that you're going. So perhaps it's behavior, right? Perhaps it's how maybe... Anyway, let me just quickly go on to this first, right? The Six of Air is like, you can't handle this situation anymore, right? So you're ready to just move on. This is about sailing away to greener pastures. This is about you knowing that even though it's unknown, that it's uncharted waters and you don't know what's going to happen and you don't know where you're going to go, you are ready. You're going. This is, I mean, in the literal sense, it could mean you're going on a journey. You could be going over seas. I don't read cards in the literal sense, so I don't even know why I mentioned that. So maybe it is about moving, maybe. The Ace of Air, which is really interesting. This is like serendipity, right? So things kind of fall into place at the right time. Not in your time sometimes, right? This is divine timing. This is like, somebody will show up and they'll give you an opportunity and you've been looking for something and you're like, it's like a life raft, right? So that's how I think of this. So I really believe that something's going, but I think, okay, something major is going to change for you, definitely this week, because you have three major arcanas on your top row, right? So that's major life changes, significant life changes. Let me put it that way. And it looks like you're ready to make those changes, Pisces. You're definitely ready to jump ship, to go, to jump on the ship. And that ship is going to appear. That's what it's saying here. So I'm getting that you really need to connect with spirit, with your source, you know, with source, with your God, the God that you worship. So this is about connecting with God. Oh, I've got it upside down. I'm sorry. I don't read cards upside down, FYI, but I just held this upside down. It didn't come out upside down. So this is about inner strength. So I feel that you need that inner strength to move on, Pisces. Whatever is going on with you, this is a very clear message that you need to move on. And you're ready to move on. I don't even need to tell you. But when you move on, don't worry, because everything is going to fall into place. And that's the good news for that. The second card you have is Temperance, right? Temperance is about, look, this is your mantra this week. Everything in moderation. Everything. This is also kind of about patience too. So I have a feeling that you have to really be in faith that things are going to work out for you. So I feel like some of you are really going through something, and maybe some fear, but this is like, don't use anything to get out of yourself. Don't drink too much, don't eat too much, don't watch the television too much, don't gamble, don't do any of those addictive things. Everything in moderation. That's the message here. And so there might be a little kind of pause in action, and you shouldn't worry. Don't worry about that pause in action. And this is about thinking outside the box, right? This is about really understanding that you are going to get what you want. But there may be a little delay, maybe just a little. It's on its way. It's having faith that it's on its way. I have a feeling that you're really kind of, okay, so look, here we have the Star, one of my favorite cards, right? So this is about healing. This is a healing card. This is a healing spiritually, physically, and emotionally. And I have a feeling everything's going to turn out okay. But really connect with source energy. Pisces, listen, I've got this new meditation out, guided meditation for beginners if you don't, you know, it's for any levels. I've meditated to it. It's beautiful. It's a healing heart meditation. And it opens up your heart. So this is the Star card, and it's free. The link will be at the end of this video. If you watch it to the end, you can click on that. This is a deep healing. Look, this is brilliant, right? Because this card, she's the starlight, and she's sprinkling starlight where there was once darkness. So this tells me that your path is going to be illuminated. Do you see that? You see that? You're going to know which way to go. You're going to get this deep healing. And what's clarifying this, darling, is your wishes come true card. Now, this is interesting that this came up as well, right? Because this is your wishes come true card. The only thing on this card is you can celebrate a little too much. So that's why I think you've got the Temperance card too, right? The Temperance, everything in moderation. This is all your wishes come true. This is about stepping back and looking and being really grateful for what you have and how far you've come. And it's success. Wishes and dreams come true, this card. So you might be going through it right now, but I can tell you're ready to move on, and this is a clear message to move on. But everything is you've made that decision to move on. I feel like you've already made the decision. And if you haven't, you will make it in the next day or so. And if you're worried about it, don't worry, because things are really going to work out well for you. Move forward. But if there's a pause in action, don't be in fear. I'm definitely getting don't be in fear. And the only way not to be in fear is to be totally in the moment. I always say the Strength card is inner strength, but it's about being in the moment, right? Sometimes when the Strength card comes up, it's our nature or our instinct is to react in a violent kind of way. And this is saying don't. This is saying trust on your inner strength and things are going to be great. So go inside, darling, meditate, I'm telling you. It's really important to meditate. And things are going to, wish come true, darling. Wish come true. Pisces, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. Mwah, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email mary@liveinthesolution.com.